A business colleague of mine has sent me something from his neck of the woods, which is down in Chesterfield, which I'd like you to have a look at because it exemplifies absolutely everything that is wrong with our country. It's a small businessman who started a restaurant, an immigrant originally, or his family is, just the sort of chap that we need. A guy who is here trying to make a living in a small business and doing very well doing it. And he's only 14 months old, the business. And now the man at the town hall and his cronies can't wait to get their hand in the till. They've done bugger all their lives. They sit at a desk in some public sector and they need his money because of their index-linked pensions. The greedy buggers, the thieving sods. Have a look at the clip. Go with the clip. Have a look. I think it's scandalous and it's why this country can't possibly succeed when we have knobheads in the public sector that have laid this burden of costs on him.
So from paying £165 a month, all of a sudden I have to pay £800 a month. That was because they backdated it back to October last year. Although I haven't changed anything to the building other than making it nice and tidy, they decided that is something that they wanted to do. That's so unfair for someone like me who wants to be perfectly legal, pay about £3,000-4,000 in VAT every quarter based on the business that we get. Try to be all card only so that we are perfectly legible in what we do. And this is what you get. And I employ 6, 7, 8 people. So to the valuation office and the Democrats out there, maybe it's worth coming into reality and coming and have a chat with local businesses and seeing them how they operate. Yeah, seeing them how they operate. And I, of course, there are plenty of dodgy people around. That's why you probably try to do that. But don't go behind them tax evaders. Don't go to people who are perfectly legal, legible, and very honest in what they do. Just let us do our job properly. Help us do our job properly. Don't make us shut the place down, losing 6, 7 people's job, and then you don't get these council tax anyway if you're shut. So maybe it's worth coming down to reality. I thought I'll come on live and explain a few things about our restaurant because we are getting into our 2nd anniversary, which is on the 14th of December this year. 14th of December, we celebrate our 2nd anniversary. We thanks to David at Tree Inn, I was able to set up Alapi Kitchen on the 14th of December 2 years ago at Tree in Scarcliffe. And David was kind enough to let me borrow his kitchen for a time period so that I could establish and get this Alapi Kitchen going. And we were extremely successful there. As you all know, we were extremely successful. I got no idea who joined, but hello. And then we got the opportunity to get the CAS alarms 7, 8, 9 months later. And we started on the 31st of October last year here. So that just passed, but we didn't purposefully celebrate it because we wanted to do the 2nd anniversary. Now, and CAS alarms, again, thanks to Welbeck Estates, and I have to say, without them, I probably would have shut this place because Welbeck Estates have been extremely helpful in supporting my business. Now, I thought I'll explain a few things about our restaurant. So from a little restaurant, we become a 100-seater restaurant, and we have to spend quite a lot of money in the pub. If you haven't seen it, have a little look. We have spent quite a lot of money, and when Christmas, do your Christmas bookings and everything else. Come and visit us and book your Christmas bookings here. And we are open for Christmas Day, so booking for your Christmas dinner, an alternative Christmas dinner here if you can. Now, the reason I thought I'll come over and speak to you is yesterday was fantastic because we one of the customers told us that we were mentioned in Parliament by Natalie Fleet. So thank you, Natalie, for the kind mention. And I didn't realize it, so I went and found the video and put you on and shared it with all of you, so that you could see it. Now that was one good news. And then today, not today, in the last few weeks, I knew about this. Thanks to Valuation Office, who decided that our rateable value will go up to 15,700 from 13,300 or something. So anybody knows about small business. If you go over 15,000, you don't get a lot of relief. So you will go into a bigger kind of premises, and you lose lots of support that you get. That helps the small business to run. So from paying £165 a month, all of a sudden I have to pay £800 a month. That was because they backdated it back to October last year. Although I haven't changed anything to the building other than making it nice and tidy, they decided that that is something that they wanted to do. I offered to send them my bank statements, my card statement, my everything. They won't have none of it. They said they think it's higher value. This is on top of the council. So if you work out the council tax, the business rates and the council tax we pay, my staff upstairs pays about £200 in council tax for living in the living accommodation. So that's about £2,000 a year. And before the rise, we paid about £2,000. So that's £4,000 from the same building on council tax and business rates. And then we pay £950 every 6 months for collecting waste. So that's £1,900 a year. So altogether, that's £6,000 already from a business without anything. So that's going to the council. A council is not to blame here. It's valuation office that increased the price. But I'm just saying this is how much we pay from this building for the benefit of the society, which is fine. That's how it should be. But £6,000 from a business already. This is on top of the rent we have to pay, the electricity, water bill is about £500 a month. All of that. So an increase that's from 165 to 800. 800, just to be correct, that's because they backdated it, and council was going to get 1,900 from me this month, but they were very kind and phoned me up and said, well, this increase is coming, so we want to help you. So I said, well, at least make that into an installment. So they made it in an installment for the next 4 or 5 months. So that's why I'm paying 800, but I think it will be 500 from 165. That's so unfair for someone like me who wants to be perfectly legal, pay about £3,000-4,000 in VAT every quarter, based on the business that we get. Try to be all card only so that we are perfectly legible in what we do. And this is what you get. And I employ 6, 7, 8 people. So to the valuation office and the Democrats out there, maybe it's worth coming into reality and coming and have a chat with local businesses and seeing them how they operate. Yeah, seeing them how they operate. And I, of course, there are plenty of dodgy people around. That's why you probably try to do that. But don't go behind them tax evaders. Don't go to people who are perfectly legal, legible, and very honest in what they do. Just let us do our job properly. Help us do our job properly. Don't make us shut the place down, losing 6, 7 people's job, and then you don't get these council tax anyway if you're shut. So maybe it's worth coming down to reality. So Natalie, if you're listening to this, thank you for the mention in Parliament yesterday, but it's about time. Small businesses need some help. National minimum wage is increasing in April. Very good. But whether we can afford it, have we thought of that? It's good for people who gets it, and I absolutely agree that people should get more money. But if the businesses can't afford it and they go bankrupt or they shut, nobody's going to be in work anyway, and then they will go back into benefits and other things. So all I would say is to the politicians, to the Democrats, to the civil servants, please do come down and have a little look at small businesses and see how they operate, and see what support you can give rather than all the PR exercise to get you win the election. People are well over it now in this day and age, where people are well over your tricks and treats during election time, and after that you don't care. So it's about time for you to come and help. But I just thought I'll explain to you what it's annoyed me. That's why I thought I'll explain to everybody here. But Christmas is coming. That's the positive side. We got plenty of places. We are booked out Thursday. This Thursday we are booked out, but we have got plenty of spaces for you to come and celebrate with us. We do try our very best. We will make mistakes, but we do try our very best to get the best food we can. And we look forward to seeing you all. And thank you for listening. Take care.